All right, let's dive into something that sounds, well, a little bit like a financial fairy tale. But stick with me, because it's actually built on some surprisingly simple math and, you guessed it, a whole lot of patience.
No, really. Just think about that for a second. What if becoming a millionaire didn't mean you had to win the lottery or come up with some crazy startup idea? What if it was something you could start, like right now, with the change you've got in your pocket? I know, it sounds way too good to be true, but the numbers might just change your mind.
So the secret here is not locked away in some complicated Wall Street formula. Nope, it's built on a few small, consistent numbers that anyone, and I mean anyone, can wrap their head around. Let's break down the ingredients.
It all starts right here, with just a single dollar. Think about it. That's less than a cup of coffee, less than that subscription you totally forgot you were paying for. It's such a small amount that it feels, well, almost meaningless. And that, right there, is the beauty of it. It's something pretty much anyone can do. But what can one little dollar really do?
Well, that $1 a day, saved every single day, it starts to add up. Over a whole year, you've suddenly got $365 set aside. Now, that's not a fortune. Not yet. But think of it as the seed money for this entire journey. It's proof that you can be consistent.
Okay, now here's the engine that's going to power this whole thing: investing. For our example, we're going to use a 12% average annual return. Now that number is pretty in line with the historical long-term average of something like the S&P 500. Of course, you always have to remember, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Markets go up and they go down. But over decades, this is the kind of powerful growth that really puts your money to work for you.
So we've got our small, consistent savings, and we've got a powerful engine to make it grow. This is where the real magic happens. It's a concept that Albert Einstein supposedly called the eighth wonder of the world, and it's what separates just saving money from truly building wealth.
Think of it like a snowball rolling down a really big hill.
At the top, it's tiny, and it picks up just a little bit of snow. But as it gets bigger, it starts picking up more and more snow, faster and faster. Your money does the exact same thing. The interest you earn starts earning its own interest. The growth curve starts to bend upwards.
You know, for the first 10, maybe even 20 years, the growth is steady, but it can feel kind of slow. But then something amazing happens. You hit this tipping point where the money that your money is making starts to be way bigger than the dollars you're putting in yourself. It stops being a straight line of growth. It goes exponential. Your money doesn't just grow, it absolutely explodes.
And this brings us to probably the most important ingredient of all, and honestly, the hardest one: time. See, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich, slowly but surely plan. It's all about committing to the process for the long haul.
The entire game plan can be laid out in just 4 simple phases. You start small, with something you can actually stick to. You stay unbelievably consistent, investing day after day for decades. Then you just let time and the power of compounding do all the heavy lifting for you. And eventually, you get there. You arrive at your destination.
And there it is, $1 million. Built not on a lucky break or some big inheritance, but on the back of pocket change and decades of just unwavering patience. That is the incredible result of this simple, repeatable process.
So if the math is really this simple, you got to be asking, why doesn't everyone do it? Well, the real secret isn't in the numbers, it's about the mindset you need to actually see it through.
We're often taught to think of getting wealthy in terms of luck. You know, winning the lottery, picking that one magic stock, getting a huge inheritance. But that's a game of chance with incredibly long odds. This other path, the dollar-a-day path, it's totally different. It replaces luck with discipline. It replaces chance with consistency. It's a strategy, not a gamble.
When it comes right down to it, this isn't just a financial exercise. It's really a profound act of taking care of the person you're going to be in 10, 20, or even 40 years from now.
And that really is the ultimate takeaway here. The sooner you start, the more time that compounding has to work its magic. The more patient you are through all the market's ups and downs, the more likely you are to see it through to the end. Every single dollar you invest today is literally a gift to your future self. So the only question left is, what kind of gift are you going to give them?